Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a sitting video in a while. As you can see on my channel, I've been doing some music festival stuff. I went to EDC. Looks like I think I've recovered from EDC. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's been a week now and I am definitely recovered from EDC. Thank goodness. I didn't get sick compared to other people that got sick after the festival. However, with me being back, I would like to give you guys my honest review on Electric Baby Carnival, guys. So I actually decided to split the pros and cons into two different videos just because the cons part was super long and I don't want you guys to be watching for 20 minutes getting bored. If you guys want to see the pros of EDC, make sure to like this video, comment down below what you're interested in and knowing about EDC so I can perhaps make more videos for you guys. And again, subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, peace. EDC to see whether it is really worth it or not. But to be honest, it is really worth it. All right, so let's get to my video. So I really want to start off with talking about the cons of EDC. I think it's so much easier to talk about cons than the pros so that we have an idea on what we can do for the next time because I am going to EDC 2023. Okay, so I have my little cheat sheet, sorry, that I'm gonna look back and forth, but I just want to make sure that I include everything in this video so that you guys can know what to expect at EDC, okay? So the first con is security. I was pretty hella paranoid when I went to EDC. As a Canadian, I am used to a lot of tight security and lots of checks and metal detectors. I think when I went to Seattle to see Disclosure, that was when I realized, whoa, the last time I was in America going to an American rave was Resolution during New Year's 2018, and I loved how security was pretty tight, metal detectors and such. When I went to Disclosure this year, I was really shocked that there was only metal detectors, but thank God there was metal detectors, no pat downs at all. But at EDC, I was pretty nervous because there was no metal detectors at all, unless I was blind and missed it the whole entire time. I was really scared just because, like, you know, a lot of shootings have been going around, and as a Canadian, you know, I'm not used to hearing that much compared to American stuff. You know, like at the festival, the fact that people were bringing in 2.6 of this alcohol like beverage, like that's pretty insane. Like imagine what people could bring into the festival as well. You know, you just can't trust everyone in this world. And especially going to a festival, you just don't know. So yeah, pretty much for me, I thought security was a bit scary because there wasn't that tight of security going into the festival. However, there were cops everywhere. I think there was even some military people because I learned that they're the ones that guard the fireworks and such. There was some healthcare workers, like doctors who were apparently the people that did first aid there. But yeah, I mainly saw cops walking around, so it was nice to see that there was security around like that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to be talking about is Premier Shuttles. Okay, you think Premier Shuttle is an A+, which it is an A+, don't get me wrong. But I think the one thing that I didn't like was that you just have to be prepared to sit with someone you don't know because there are some people who go solo. Therefore, seats with your friends or your significant other may not happen if the bus is already full, so you may sit with a stranger. So be prepared for that. Okay, this pissed me off really bad on the last day. As a ticket holder person for Premier Shuttles, I didn't like how on the last day, it looked like they were prioritizing all the standard shuttles and gave them all the really nice buses to go back home. Meanwhile, we Premier Shuttle people who paid a little bit extra, well, on the last day, we rode on a regular small transit bus. Yeah, not everyone could even sit down, so there was not that many seats around. Plus, the bus came 30-ish or more minutes to even come to pick us up on the last day. And then some of my friends apparently went on a bus, like a transit bus, that got lost and didn't even know where they were going. So I would just say that please, I hope, Pascal, if you're listening, or Insomniac Events, please honor Premier Shuttle's like stuff, just because on the last day that was no bueno. Like that was not fun at all. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is food. Food. But I was pretty disappointed with the food, to be honest. I think as a newbie EDC person, I didn't get to go around the whole venue. I realized I actually missed so many things. Therefore, I didn't even get to see all the good foods that were actually there at EDC. So as a newbie, my bad. I am ready for next year. Now I know what to expect. But the one thing that I thought was really bad was I mainly saw on the main areas like £1, $18 hot dogs and burgers that was around. So that's why the whole entire time I was like, oh my god, crappy food. Crappy food. And it was not worth $18 in my opinion. And this is in USD too. Like imagine us Canadians just buying $18 USD £1 hot dogs. They're not as good as Costco hot dogs and cheaper too from Costco. So imagine us getting that, and I just felt ripped off. But now I know, next time go around early, find all the good food places, because I know there are. As per other YouTuber OG ravers that been to EDC, now I know. Okay, so the other thing about the food is that it is cashless, guys, which means no cash at all, unless, you know, maybe you secretly give cash to some people. I'm gonna have to record this here. I'm sorry, but I totally forgot, bad YouTuber. But I forgot to add in weather. Weather was pretty freaking trash on day one. The moment we got into the venue, it was super cold. Guys, we are here. I can't believe it. I'm kind of freaking out, but it's cold. It's cold. It's beneath. Thank goodness for Kennedy for giving us emergency blankets. I only had a t-shirt that could keep me warm. So the one thing that I would really recommend for everyone going to EDC next year, please bring some extra wear, just because you never know what the weather will be like at Vegas. Like it seems pretty random, and I've talked to taxi drivers, Vegas residents and such, and they said that weather is pretty weird here and there. So again, bring extra layers. And with this being said, fireworks were also like not happening on day one. Pretty disappointed. Sound systems were really bad. Yeah. So prepare for that at EDC 2020. Next thing I'm going to be talking about are the GA, so the standard regular washrooms. Okay, not gonna lie. This experience with the washrooms, yeah, no, it was not fun. But not gonna lie, again, for just going to music festival, and I think almost all festivals are like this, there's always gonna be dirty washrooms, dirty porta potties. There's people, you know, people are not in their sober state. They're gone. And people are just gonna be making a mess, no matter which kind of ticket you get, GA, GA Plus, or VIP. Like, I know I heard good things about GA Plus and VIP. However, people could still make messes. Again, it's just all about how the service is like towards the washroom. But again, yes, very dirty, so be prepared for that. And two, it could get pretty busy, but honestly, it's fine. People do their business real quick and they come out, and it was all good to me in my opinion. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is the bad cell service at the venue. So the one thing that my friends and I were talking about was getting some sort of phone app to easy talk to. Some of us downloaded the Burkanan app. It's an app that only uses Bluetooth, no data, no Wi-Fi, and you can communicate with your friends through talking on Bluetooth. So weird, right? I've never done that before. But we actually never really did it because we realized that you have to be really close to each other in order for that to even happen or for that to even work. So yeah, that was no good. So what we did was we actually created, someone in our group made a really smart idea of making timestamps. So every single time we would text on our phone, we would do something like this. If you can see that. Camera focus on my phone. Doesn't want to focus on my phone. Okay, anywho, we would write something like at Circuit Grounds 12:30 or at Porter 12:45. You know, just so we have an idea of where we are, but we would be more specific, like at Circuit Grounds, left deep And then we would try and make it as more descriptive, like what's around our surroundings. So like if there's totems especially, it would be like, okay, like my sister kept saying, look at the heart LED, but there were so many. But then again, saying like which side you're on can really help you figure out which heart LED totem you're looking at. And so that really helped us find each other. And also we had meeting spots as well. So I'm glad we set meeting spots and meeting times. So that really helped us out. Okay, so the next thing is the lineup merch was hella long. Can I just say something? Okay, Insomniac, Pascal, please do something about the merch line. Like, I get it. There's barely any workers this year. Like I think it's like that for almost everything in the world. Less staff, therefore it's harder to run things properly, okay? I get that, I really do. But there needs to be a system so that people don't have to wait in line for 2-ish hours or even more to get merch. And I didn't even end up getting merch because at this time it was almost 5 a.m. and they were gonna close and there was not enough staff. There was like 1 or 2 people and there was no way in hell I was gonna get merch. So we basically waited in line for 2-ish hours for no reason. But yeah, just be prepared. Now I know that you need to come early or go to a big DJ's set to get merch because that was the only way to really get merch, said by my friends. So that's one of my tips. Okay, so 2 more things, guys. So pickpocketers at EDC. Let me just tell you guys something. Pickpocketers are so easy to be picked out in the crowd. Like you can tell, obviously they bought their tickets, they're there for the music, but you can tell people have bad intentions. Okay, people steal. So the one thing that my sister noticed during the festival was that there'd be like a group. Let's just say my 4 fingers right here are pickpocketers. What they would do is move forward, then move back, move forward, move back, while the crowd is going into a stage area. Okay, that is such a crazy technique. Like what they would do is they would move forward, try and steal someone's backpack, their hydro bag, and then move back so that, you know, like they can pretend and like look away and be like, yeah, we didn't do anything. Good people walking around would be like, what? So just watch out for that. And also another thing that I've noticed was when people pretend that they're like gone, they're no longer existent in the festival. They pretend that they're like gone and like secretly just reach to someone's backpack. Like, bruh, I'm still calling you out. The guy that I saw during Nightmare set, like, I saw you hardcore the whole entire 10 minutes. And when I called out like, Stealer, you even look back. No one else looked back but you. So that's something about pickpocketers, guys. And the last thing I have to talk about is taxi and Ubers. Guys, the prices get jacked up during EDC week and EDC for Ubers. Do not Uber at all. It's not worth it, especially when you're a Canadian paying USD dollars. No, it's not worth it. Do not Uber at all. I would recommend taxiing. But again, I would not taxi or Uber at all to even the venue and back. Just, you know, make sure buy your shuttle tickets. At least get standard at least. If you're going to get a taxi from your hotel or if you're coming from like a different hotel to get a taxi back to your hotel, just be prepared to wait for some time because during EDC week as well and EDC weekend, taxis are super busy. Like they're just picking up all the ravers out there and like there may not even be enough taxis. So you have to wait and unfortunately that's how it's like. But anywho, that's pretty much it for all the cons.